Hi guys, it's been a long time, but this is Diminias, back recording some Minecraft for you. And we are on 1.6.1, so this is a brand new server. We went to Feed the Beast for a while, if you guys remember. We're back in vanilla, mostly due to some lack of interest on FTB. And seeing as how they've got some nice, good stuff in vanilla coming out in 1.6, we decided to go for it. So here we are, and we've already got some projects going on, which I'll kind of show you around. And just so you guys know, we are playing on hard mode, which is awesome. Carol and I kind of tested out hard mode by ourselves on a little single player world that we shared on the LAN, and decided, you know what, that was the challenge we really needed. So we kind of implemented that into the server. Not sure how many people have been on the server. I haven't been able to do much. But as you can see, we kind of got a good start going on here. We got Carol already collecting some eggs. Sorry, the things are on the other side. So let's collect up these eggs. We'll throw some more in there. We've got the usual cast of people playing with us right now. We can always add some more people. We do have a website, which I'll probably post in the link below, that you can apply at, and you know, we're a good enough group that we'll probably have you on here. But as you can see, this is pretty much our starting area. We spawned a little ways away. We wanted to get out of the open and kind of find some different places. So this is where we are. And any of you who are wondering what the big building over there is, that's kind of my project. I built the starting home, and Carol took care of the garden. Sanchi's been doing some mining for us. But this guy over here is going to be like a meeting place for us. And he's not done yet, but he's getting there. This is kind of my project. I wanted to kind of have a place where the people who spawn in for the first time can go to and chill out, or where we can keep some gear, have some meetings, stuff like that. And this is it. This is what I've done so far, and the plans are to make this kind of wrap around into a central courtyard type area with a kind of a big entrance, and have the roof kind of slope down towards that entrance. And in that central courtyard, I was probably going to put a nether portal so that we can start our nether hub and get everything going. But so far, this is the server, guys. This is a new server we're on. We got some interesting terrain. We're kind of in the middle of a couple of different biomes. We got a desert on one end. We got a desert a little ways away in that direction, I believe. Then we've got some just normal plains in that direction off in there. So I'm kind of excited. This is a nice location, kind of a good spot, in my opinion. So I'm going to need... I got enough food, I guess. This is kind of going to be a boring episode. I gotta catch back up with you guys because I haven't posted a video in, I don't know, probably months. And I know most of you like my reviews more so than anything of anime and whatnot. And I'll probably get back into that, but you might be able to hear it. My audio comes through a little bit different. And the reason that is because I'm in a different location in my house. I'm actually in an unfinished basement, which isn't exactly the best for audio quality, as you can imagine. But I'm hoping that this sounds good enough that I it isn't terrible. I'm not going to get anybody saying, hey dude, stop recording because you're a noob and your audio sounds like crap. I don't think it's that bad, but please forgive the, it's going to sound a little hollow, I think, probably. I've done a test, it sounded alright, so I'm gonna go with it. But I'm not going to say it's perfect by any means, so I apologize in advance. I hope you guys understand. I wanted to get some videos back out there because I do have some new subscribers that subscribe to my channel, and I kind of felt really guilty for not posting any new content in a long time. And there's been a couple of reasons for that. One, it's been kind of busy at work and whatnot. Two, Carol's been visiting, and I mean, that hasn't been going on for months and months and months. But it's kind of just a thing where my computer also had some issues. I was installing some new graphics cards and stuff, and all of a sudden, bang, just something goes wrong, and I got blue screen of death, and I had to blow away everything. So it was kind of a combination of losing some of my software that I used to record and all that, and just kind of a loss of interest. So I'm sorry to the people who subscribed and expected content all the time, because I know that's part of being a good YouTuber, is when you're starting to get a base of people paying attention to your stuff, you need to keep it up. And that's something that I haven't done, and that I apologize profusely for. It's just life in general is a little bit hectic, so and kind of the combination of events kind of took away a little bit of interest for me. And the fact that, for those of you who paid attention to my WoW content, which I doubt that was very many of you, I don't play WoW anymore. I've given that up. I'll be honest, it got so old at the end. When people say, oh, it's like a second job, it was a second job for me at the end. We tried switching up some of the raid team a little bit because the guy who was leading the raids kind of was really out of it. He was upset with some people, and it's shown in his attitude, and that's nothing against him. To be honest, I think he did have some legitimate gripes. There's no doubt about that. But we kind of forced him out of it, and he had some hard feelings about it, to be honest. It was obvious, and no hard feelings were meant. It's not like the group broke up. It just kind of fell apart, to be honest with you. So I no longer do much in the way of WoW, just because I don't want to anymore. It's an old game. And they tried to make it fun and exciting, but in my opinion, they did the opposite with this latest expansion. Part of the fun for me was finding those hidden talents that most people wouldn't choose, but that were out there and were fun, and they were interesting talents, or they just gave a little bit of DPS increase. That's what I loved. And when they did the new talent trees, I'll be honest, they took that element of the game away from me. They lost a subscriber, and that's not to say that they shouldn't have made those changes. I think in all honesty, they needed to do something like that. And the reason they need to do those things is you either keep your subscriber base or you adapt to a new subscriber base and continue to change the game, because some subscribers are just gonna stay with you no matter what. And I was one of those people for a long time, to be honest with you. I actually stayed with WoW for a very long time. Probably guessing 8 years of my life was, well, not dominated, but I played WoW. And, you know, I had a job and stuff too, so it's not like I was a deadbeat or nothing. It's just I played a lot of WoW. I dedicated whole nights to it just to raid and have fun with people. So for me to say that I didn't enjoy it, that's completely untrue. WoW is always going to have one of those places in my heart, so to speak. I have wood? Yes, I do. Make some torches quick. WoW is always going to have a special place in my heart. It's just, it was time for me to move on. I couldn't do it anymore. It's not that the game wasn't good yet. I believe the game was pretty good. It's just my interest waned, and that's the way it works. At some point, all good things come to an end, and you know, at some point I might get back into WoW. I know Carol has been begging me, well, not begging, but basically he's been missing it, missing the time we spent together in WoW, and you know, I can understand that. We spent a lot of time together just in the game, and it's tough for us to do that now. Me with, you know, the job that I have, him with school, that type of stuff. It's not that easy anymore for us to say, oh yeah, we can dedicate tons and tons of time to a game like this. So, and I pride myself on being a good player no matter what I do, what I play. It's just, I couldn't do that anymore with WoW because the interest just wasn't there. I was still a very good player at the end. I mean, I wasn't no slouch in DPS as I was playing my rogue or anything. It's just, it was time. And I'm sure the people who have played WoW and have moved on understand exactly what I'm talking about. And maybe some of the people who are watching this video and still play WoW are kind of like, dude, I know what you're talking about. It's just not my time yet. So I gave up WoW, and I went out on top as far as in my guild, as far as DPS and stuff. I was pulling some damn nice numbers, and just the other day I got a private message on the guild website asking me if I wanted a DPS spot on another raid group, and I turned them down because, you know, obviously if I'm quitting WoW, I don't want to continue raiding. So, but it's nice to know that people had a high enough respect for me that you know, they would want me there now. So, you know, I really enjoyed Aegis. I spent almost a year and a half in Aegis, and, you know, I'm probably going to end up getting on Skype or something with a lot of those guys in the near future, and just, you know, shooting the shit with them or vent, whatever, you know. So, a lot of good people in that guild, and you know, I'm glad to have met all of them. They're very good people. So, as far as other things that I've been taking an interest in, many of you might have heard of Bitcoin or Litecoin and that kind of stuff. So I've had a lot of downtime on my computers, and so to take advantage of that downtime and the graphics cards and stuff that I have, I've been letting my computers run with the Litecoin application. I tried Bitcoin for a while, and I've been making, average amounts of money. Nothing that's gonna make or break me. But it's been nice spending cash, really. So to me, that has been kind of fun because when I'm at work and just have some free time, I sit on the exchanges and I just kind of trade some cryptocurrencies around and make a few bucks. And I don't know if I've never really talked about investing and stuff like that, but I'm an active investor. I usually dedicate a few $1,000s a year to add to my investments here and there. So we got a spider tracking us. Kill this guy. The spider eye. It's nighttime out, so let's get out of here. But yeah, it's something that I've been dallying with, I guess, and that skeleton's gonna come put a hole in my ass. Yup, asshole. Boy, the skeletons are just a pain in the rear. Admittedly enough, I'm one of the better combat people on the server, and even I've died a handful of times. I don't know, probably 2-3 times to these damn monsters, just because they're that freaking tough on hard. It is ridiculous. Did I find this? Yeah, this is a zombie spawner I found. These are empty. So yeah, that's been another thing that's been holding my interest. I got some new graphics cards, like I was saying earlier, and during the install of those said graphics cards, I got into a blue screen of death on my comp and had to blow everything away because something was messed up in Windows, and it was just repeatedly blue screening, and tried doing some stuff in safe mode and just couldn't recover. So I ended up starting from scratch, which is one of the reasons why I took a break from the video and stuff like that. I lost some of the programs that I was using to edit this stuff, and I just didn't want to take the time to get it back. And you guys might be saying, well, that's kind of lazy, but just with everything that was going on, and it was kind of a nice break for me, I guess, not to have to come home and record and try and make some entertaining video. Not to say that I didn't enjoy it, it's just there was some things that I didn't enjoy about it. Some of the frustration that comes along with just getting started and figuring things out and stuff like that. I am no expert at this whatsoever. I'm doing this in my spare time, and so I hope you guys support me. This isn't a full-time job for me at all. So it's just kind of, I hope you guys understand that there are times I might have to take a break just because of my job or life in general. So So what I'm trying to do here is basically collect some mats out of this cave. To be honest, one of the bigger things I need is cobblestone to finish that project that I got going up there. And I'll probably do some recordings for that one, as it's a nice project to get me started on the server, and I think you guys will enjoy the final result. It's kind of going to be a work in progress, so it's not going to happen too quickly, but it will happen. So that's about it. As far as life is concerned for me, it's been, like I say, a little hectic here and stuff like that. Hey, buddy. Boy, and they sure did make these zombies a pain in the butt. But I'm hearing that slime. That slime sounds like he's just on the other side of this wall, doesn't he? Let's go over there and see if there's something over here. Hi, Slimy. Yeah, get in the lava, bitch. Ooh, I see diamonds back there. I think that slime is the same one that Carol was looking for the other day and was absolutely driving him nuts. So, let's mine this out. That's it? Ooh, there we go. 2 more. Any more? So I don't know how much Vegetable Head has been playing. I hope he's been getting back into this, because we came back to vanilla to kind of lure some people back. We lost some people who normally played vanilla that didn't really like it and stuff like that. So we wanted to get back to our roots a little bit. We liked FTB, but we actually had a problem with the... I mean, first off, it was kind of frustrating with the lack of updates. That's not to say, you know, we were impatient or anything. It's just... Okay, yeah, we were a little impatient. We wanted a 5.2 update, and they said, nope, we aren't doing one, and we're going to hold off until they do an update. And so on our part, it was a little bit frustration coming back to the normal server, but you know, we're kind of making it happen, and hopefully we get some people back on. I think me starting back up the videos might help that, because I think people enjoyed my little tours through their own little creations, and enjoyed me showing them off to the world, even though that world for me is, you know, a small group of people on YouTube that watches my videos. But you know, that's just something that I thought they enjoyed, is me showing off their stuff. And hey, buddy. Gotcha. Boy, was that lucky or what? So, you know, that's one reason why I'm back on here. Just kind of get people pulling back on the server, even if it's just to make a house and, you know, have fun with us, talk with us a little bit. You know, and I know some people have moved on to different games and stuff. Ooh, there's more diamond down there. So let's take a dig down in that direction. I think it's more over here. Where is my diamond? There's my diamond. Diamond. Okay, let's lay some block there so we can just do this. And I need to get a fortune pick. I have 32 levels, but we don't really have, oh shit. Yeah, I should have been more careful than that. We don't have a good enchanting table set up yet. You'd think with all this diamond that I'm collecting down here, you're like, dude, think about that with fortune. Yeah, I know, right? I'm gonna take and go up there and dump some of this stuff off and probably end the video. So, for the most part, we're getting back into it. We're back on vanilla. I'll probably update the update for 1.6.2 just came out. So we'll probably update the server to that as soon as we can, which will probably be pretty quickly. Sounds like it just does some errors, fixes and stuff. Oh, another thing of importance is we've switched providers for the server. We looked around, or I started looking around at pricing when we had the FTB server. And the reason I was doing that is because we basically needed more for less. We needed more RAM. Because as most of you guys know, FTB sucks up RAM like a bitch. It's unbelievable how much RAM that uses. Caro's bees were quite a bit of it, but I didn't really want him to stop doing the bee thing, because, I mean, if he's doing something he enjoys, he should just keep doing it. The problem was it was causing a lot of server lag. So I actually went out of my way to try and find a little better service provider for us, and I did that. I pay about the same amount, and we practically doubled our RAM. The CPU is a little less, but less robust. It consumes a little bit more, but overall I think we're going to be happier with this setup. We're going to get less lag with this setup. So anyways, guys, another thing I wanted to hit on, I've been watching tons and tons of anime, and I want to review them, but to review them I'll probably do it like a voiceover of something. I need to figure out how I'm going to do some reviews to catch up on all the anime I've been watching, because that's one thing I've been doing with myself, is kind of throwing myself at anime and kind of watching some of the cool ones, and you know, even some of the not so cool ones that ran for a short while and cut out. But man, I'm looking forward to getting back into it. I hope you guys are too. I hope the people that subscribe to my channel stay subscribed, and I hope they like, and I hope they comment. So thanks again, guys. I'm sorry for the lack of content in the last couple months, but I'm hopefully going to get back into the swing of things. All right, guys, take it easy.